For over 65 years, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been providing New England and New York with quality electrical products and solutions. This is the result of our founder, Earl Labor, and his vision to help the local farming industry, as well as providing a future for his family. Between our fantastic logistics system, extensive stock that has everything you need, stellar customer service that can solve your problems, speedy delivery that gets what you need to where you need it, knowledgeable staff that can answer your questions, and a large network of resources, it's no surprise that here at Green Mountain Electric Supply, we pride ourselves on serving the customer's needs.
When your project's on the line, you can't afford can't. That's why Simcona customers have been loyal for over 60 years, because we don't believe in can't. Thanks to the power of our world-class supply network, we have access to high demand and rare materials. So whether you're looking for that long lead time part or shopping for the best custom control panels, Simcona is your trusted partner in overcoming any component sourcing, panel manufacturing, or inventory management challenges. So let's get started. Ready to see your project come to life? Visit our website to get in touch with our team today.
On left wing, wearing number 98, Vance Weisenberg. On right wing, wearing number 35, Colton Malmstrom. At center, wearing number 5, Tyler Sasprina. Starting in goal for the Flyers, wearing number 30, Liam Cook. The Flyers are coached by head coach Chris Chappell, assistant coaches Brian Gilbride and Richie Shields. And now, let's introduce the starting lineup for the hometown Hurricanes. On defense, wearing number 8, Colton Gamble. On defense, wearing number 12, Ty Grossman. On right wing, wearing number 21, Roman McGavner. On left wing, wearing number 16, Ivan Seaborn. At center, wearing number 17, Brayden Garofalo. The starting goaltender for the Hurricanes, wearing number 55, Blake Goldberg. The Hurricanes are coached by Dave Garofalo and Ron Goldberg. The referees for today's match are Michael Latier and Garrett Herman.
Your project's on the line, you can't afford can't. That's why Simcona customers have been loyal for over 60 years, because we don't believe in can't. Thanks to the power of our world-class supply network, we have access to high demand and rare materials. So whether you're looking for that long lead time part or shopping for the best custom control panels, Simcona is your trusted partner in overcoming any component sourcing, panel manufacturing, or inventory management challenges. So let's get started. Ready to see your project come to life? Visit our website to get in touch with our team today.
For over 65 years, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been providing New England and New York with quality electrical products and solutions. This is the result of our founder, Earl Labor, and his vision to help the local farming industry, as well as providing a future for his family. Between our fantastic logistics system, extensive stock that has everything you need, stellar customer service that can solve your problems, speedy delivery that gets what you need to where you need it, knowledgeable staff that can answer your questions, and a large network of resources, it's no surprise that here at Green Mountain Electric Supply, we pride ourselves on serving the customer's needs.
say good afternoon and welcome here inside you're here in Lockport Cornerstone Arena as we are set for the 2025 Youth NHL Experience League 11-12 Division Stanley Cup Championship game featuring the number 1 Hurricanes and the number 3 Flyers, presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply. Mike Rose here with you for Rock Sports Network as we crown our final champion of the afternoon in our final division of the afternoon. The Hurricanes coming in unbeaten 10-0-1 is their mark entering play today. The Flyers, number 3 seed, able to secure a win yesterday in the semifinal. They sit at 6-5 entering this contest, and a big incidental collision there will lead to the Flyers just dumping the puck into the zone as we settle in to the opening minutes of this contest. And right up the middle, an opportunity there for Braden Garofalo, but he couldn't get a shot away. Up along the near side boards, the Flyers able to push it out momentarily, and back come the Hurricanes. Dumped in by Garofalo as the Hurricanes go off for a line change. It'll be played there in the corner by Landon Jablonski, who whips it around D to D. And then it's spiked up the boards, but not out. Second effort does get it out. The Flyers are away on the rush. Brody Gilbride is going to be in, but offsides is the call that will freeze play there. Our first period today brought to you by Simcona Electronics, your trusted partner for electronic components and custom control panel solutions. From design to delivery, Simcona keeps industries connected and moving forward. Learn more at simcona.com. That's SIMCONA.com. Lead pass up ahead, and the rush sprung here. And that shot off the side of the netting there from Jane Benetti. Kept into the zone by Michael Pierce. And chipped along up the boards, held in at the line there. Once again by the Flyers, Zach Willis keeps it in. Pierce in there battling for puck possession. It's chipped along there as the Hurricanes maintain control of the puck. That shot blocked and will be wound around there by Stan Kelly. With Sapiri dumps it in for the Flyers, still up for grabs and twisted out and unable to turn the corner there was Garofalo. That one checked off the stick. And up for grabs now at the blue line. Kelly couldn't get it out. Flyers maintain possession, a big save made there as Blake Goldberg comes up with the stop. Jablonski whips one around. Turned it over, but got chipped along and taken away. Here come the Flyers on the rush with a shot. That one whistles wide. That one poked away as the Flyers start back the other way, spinning into the zone. That shot rebound, then it's put home as the Flyers strike first. So 1-0. The Flyers strike first. The 3 seed takes the early lead. And they maintain possession here, but taken away. Hurricanes back the other way, chipped along as they'll work into the offensive zone. Meeting that one just outside the line was Colton Gamble, and it's turned over. Here come the Flyers once again. 3-on-1, and save made there by Goldberg.
Flyer.
That one turned over, a potential breakaway the other way. Couldn't be controlled cleanly. Wraparound try, and it hit the post. Follow-up is saved there. A couple of great chances there for Will Atwater. And that puck sent all the way down for an icing. And 32 to play here in the first period. I want to remind you today's game is presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply. Established in 1953, Green Mountain Electric Supply has grown to 33 locations and is poised to deliver quality products and personalized service to our residential and commercial customers, and has the breadth of inventory, long-standing vendor partnerships, and solutions. Experts to exceed the expectations of our larger contractors and OEM. Learn more at gmes.com. Nice little passing play there, but it's shut down and picked off as the Flyers come back the other way with a shot, and that one rings the post. A rebound is saved there by Goldberg. Puck held in at the line for the Flyers. Up along the near side wall. It's ping-ponged around, and Hurricanes still not out of the zone yet, and now they finally are, as that one's chipped into the bench for the Hurricanes, and so the faceoff will come just outside the Hurricanes' defensive zone. Shots 4-1 in favor of the Flyers here early on, who have come out flying. Willis dumps that one in. It'll be scooped up there by Colton Gamble, but held in. Willis' shot takes a deflection into the corner and is picked up there by Ty Grossman. He spins it around the boards, held in at the line there by Sapiri. His shot misses wide, and there to play it is Pierce. Pierce's pass into the middle is turned over, and the Hurricanes start back the other way. Long shot on a riser is blockered away there by Liam Cook. As the Flyers begin their rush back the other way, that puck might have gone to the Hurricanes bench again, and it did, for another stoppage. Second time in the last couple of minutes that the puck went into the bench. Haven't seen that at all to this point today. Willis chips one along, held in at the line by the Hurricanes. Now taken away. Flyers on the rush the other way. 3-on-3. Spinning with it is Louis Sapiri. Drops one back. Couldn't be corralled cleanly. Dangerous spot, but held in at the line by the Flyers. Now 3-on-2 back the other way. Garofolo with the no-look pass. The backhand try, and it's stuck through the wickets of Cook to tie the game at 1. Ivan Seabohm just snuck it through there. So we're tied at 1. I can tell you now that that Flyers goal was scored by Tyler Safranek. Tyler Zavranek, excuse me. And now a chance at a glove save made by Cook. A great A chance there again for Atwater, who has had a couple already here early on. Held into the line by Grossman as he plays it down for the one-time try. That just goes wide. Gamble pinching in to try and keep it for the Hurricanes. Instead, it's going to be 3-on-1 the other way for the Flyers. whirling in and losing control of the puck was Gilbride, and it'll be covered up by Goldberg. Blake Goldberg just sounds like a goalie's name. Great goalie name there as he makes the stop. 7:54 left in this opening period. We're tied at 1. Hurricanes and the Flyers in the 11-12 division Stanley Cup championship game here in the 2025 Youth NHL Experience League. Kelly floats one right up the middle. Garofalo's in with a chance. A save made with the glove by Cook. In the corner, to a side battle for possession. Hurricanes maintaining control for now as it's pushed back behind the net. Willis tries to spin around for the Flyers. Gilbride meets it there, works into the middle, and he'll retreat back behind the cage now. Lost the puck momentarily. He gets squeezed into the boards. And it gets spun around there and still being pinned down in the Flyers' end. Eventually, the Hurricanes emerge with possession, at least momentarily, before it's eventually carried out by Pierce. But he is going to be called for offside, as Gilbride looked like he got in there just a step early. So faceoff's going to come right outside the Hurricanes' defensive zone. So Vranek wins the draw for the Flyers and pushes it back into their own end, where it will be a scramble for the puck. Atwater wins the scramble, gets a shot, and it's saved again by Cook. Atwater has been in tight a couple of times now, once again. That draw controlled by Bryce Norman. It's spun around there by Colton Gamble. Hurricanes trying to power it in front. Atwater secures it in the corner. Pass works out towards Gamble. Gamble works it down low. Behind the net. Atwater able to play it to himself, trying to punch one in front. Eventually it pops out in front. The backhand try is saved by Cook. He's down. Gamble trying to hold it in at the line. He can't do it. He hits the deck. And here comes Colton Molstrom the other way. Molstrom, cross-ice pass. And can't be corralled cleanly there by Weisenberg. Flyers right back in with another chance. Vranek trying to spin it back. And it'll be covered up there by Goldberg. Frantic pace end to end right now between these two teams in what has been a relatively wide open game. Face-off controlled by the Hurricanes, but they give it up. In front, still loose. Can't be cleared. Held in there by Louis Sapir, and his shot misses wide. It's played back to the point. In the slot, settling it and turning with it is Gilbride. He does a pirouette and sends it into the middle, and then it's whipped all the way around to a vacated point, and will be sent back out towards center ice, where the Flyers will be forced to regroup. Shuffled along, and then a pass towards Benetti is picked off by Garofalo. Garofalo squeezed out on the boards, still battling 1-on-3. Eventually, the Flyers gain possession, at least momentarily, before the Hurricanes take it back at a chance, and that one deflected up over the top. Shipped along, and now the Flyers back with another chance. Superior with a breakaway, and a save made by Goldberg. .501 left in the first period, which we want to remind you is powered today by Simcona Electronics Corporation, your trusted partner for electronic components and custom control panel solutions. From design to delivery, Simcona keeps industries connected and moving forward. Learn more at simcona.com. That's SIMCONA.com. Noah Gray carried that puck into the zone for the Hurricanes. Grossman holds it in, and it's deflected into the back of the net. Believe that was Norman who got a stick on it to make it 2-1 Hurricane. The deflection in front puts the Hurricanes into the lead for the first time. The Frantic drops it back. Malmstrom had it taken off his stick and chipped out towards center into a vacated space where Atwater skates onto it. Dances by one defender. Sharp angle shot. Save made there and scooped up on the rebound. Jablonski hit it off the official and then turned it over. Right in the slot with a chance, and that pass from Norman just missed a waiting stick of Atwater on the back door. Held in at the line by Gamble. He chips it deep. Jablonski first to it. He squeezed out into the boards. Hurricanes regain possession. Puck loose in front, and it works its way back out to Colton Malmstrom. 3-on-2 the other way for the Flyers. Savranek dances into the middle. A shot, and that one misses high and wide. Rebound secured by Camden Milahonen. He turned it back over, and the save made there by Goldberg. Puck still held in at the line by the Flyers. Malmstrom, a far shot, misses well wide. On the far side half wall, it's Weisenberg trying to hold it in, and it's taken away. Hurricanes come back the other way with a chance. Dancing by a defender in. It's Garofalo. Showing off the speed, and Braden Garofalo with a lightning strike puts the Hurricanes up 3-1. So 3 unanswered now for the Hurricanes, and they're looking for more as that shot eaten up by Cook. Savranek started the scoring for the Flyers. Since then, 3 straight. Seabaum, Norman, and then Garofalo. That one in the feet of Kelly. Pierce chipped it along, and now it's Joe Labby. Labby trying to dance through. He gets taken out, and the Hurricanes start back the other way. 3-on-2. Seabaum with Magavaro. Finds Magavaro in the slot on the backhand, and that one saved by Cook. Flyers working ahead with it now once again with some speed. And that shot misses wide from Superior. Magavaro flips it back out towards center ice. Hurricanes charging back in again with Garofalo. Trying to turn the corner. Couldn't get a centering pass off as good work defensively by the Flyers, who are then able to bank it out of the zone. Final 2 minutes here in the first period. Seabaum turned it over. Savranek with speed and space up the middle, and falling down and losing his footing was Weisenberg, and just tried to get a one-handed redirect, but it was stopped there by Blake Goldberg. Weisenberg was in cleanly there if he could maintain his footwork. Weisenberg now in the slot with a try. That one deflects into the corner. And behind the net, the Hurricanes trying to clean it up. Instead, a one-time try, and not a good piece of lumber on that one on the attempt from Rory Shields. Flyers keeping it pinned down in the Hurricanes end for now. Weisenberg shields off. Spinning pass there into the slot. Seabaum had it, but didn't have any options with it. Now Grossman's able to bank it out for the Hurricanes. Savranek spinning through traffic. Banks it ahead to Weisenberg, who lays it right off back onto his stick. Savranek dancing outside by one defender. In tight, spinning around the goal, and now looking for options. Works into the slot. Pass across with a try, and that one saved by Goldberg. The follow-up try by Weisenberg, and it's gobbled up and frozen by Goldberg. 1:10 to play here in this first period. The 2025 Youth NHL Experience League 11-12 Division Stanley Cup Championship game presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply. Flyers win the draw. Long shot from the point, misses well wide. Willis pinches in on the near side. Held it at the line, but then squirts onto the stick of Roman McGavro, but he can't get it out. Now the Hurricanes do carry it out. Dump and chase there, but it's Willis for the Flyers first to it. Willis spins and lost an edge there as the puck sits idle for a moment before the Flyers can play it ahead. Pierce darting down the near side, spins it around the boards, and now the Hurricanes will march back the other way. Nice little toe drag, and that shot misses just wide. Now Pierce will flop one into the zone. Kelly trying to send it out, but Pierce falls it up, centers one, and it's sitting right in the crease before it's cleared out and punched away. Hurricanes clear it all the way back down to the other end. It will not have legs for icing. As the saucer pass sent ahead. Collision there, final seconds. And that'll take us to the end of an action-packed first period. Hurricanes 2, Flyers 1. Second period coming up on Rock Sports Network.
For over 65 years, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been providing New England and New York with quality electrical products and solutions. This is the result of our founder, Earl Labor, and his vision to help the local farming industry, as well as providing a future for his family. Between our fantastic logistics system, extensive stock that has everything you need, stellar customer service that can solve your problems, speedy delivery that gets what you need to where you need it, knowledgeable staff that can answer your questions, and a large network of resources, it's no surprise that here at Green Mountain Electric Supply, we pride ourselves on serving the customer's needs.
Your project's on the line, you can't afford can't. That's why Simcona customers have been loyal for over 60 years, because we don't believe in can't. Thanks to the power of our world-class supply network, we have access to high demand and rare materials. So whether you're looking for that long lead time part or shopping for the best custom control panels, Simcona is your trusted partner in overcoming any component sourcing, panel manufacturing, or inventory management challenges. So let's get started. Ready to see your project come to life? Visit our website to get in touch with our team today.
Back here in Lockport, where I want to make a correction, 3-1 is your score in favor of the Hurricanes after a period of play. 15 minutes back up on the scoreboard. We're ready for the second period in this 11-12 Division Stanley Cup Championship game. Long shot stopped there and frozen by Cook. I want to thank today's second period sponsor, Saddia Hockey. Rob Saddia is an NHL level skating and skills coach who's worked with players from the Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Islanders, Las Vegas Golden Knights, Buffalo Sabres, and Nashville Predators, as well as players from the AHL, KHL, ECHL, NCAA Division I programs, the USHL, NAHL, and OHL. What a long list of accolades there. Rob's coach education content and training materials are used by coaches all over the world, and you can check them out online at trainbetterplaybetter.com. Flyers have numbers on the counterattack the other way, and they opt for the shot. Easy save with the glove for Goldberg. Shots 13-12 in favor of the Hurricanes in the early stages of this second period. They have an offensive zone draw coming up for the Flyers. It squirts into the slot, but a clean shot does not get away. Flipped along the boards and sent right back where it came from, where Pierce will play it for the Flyers. Pierce trying to turn around the net. A little bit of a stick lift there. Flips it in front. Bouncing puck. And Goldberg snares it. Both goalies have been tested frequently already in this game. as the shots are coming in bunches here so far. Pierce, once again, trying to work from behind the net. This one works its way back out. Hurricanes start back the other way with speed. Garofalo blowing by everybody. He gets tripped up, gets back to his feet, and almost got a shot away. Delayed penalty coming up as Kelly has it knocked off his stick. As Garofalo just blowing by defenders so far in this game for the Hurricanes. So it should be a Canes power play coming up. First power play of the game for either side. As Zach Willis heads off for the tripping minor. Kelly just holds it in at the blue line as the Hurricanes try to get up, set up here on the power play. Atwater, tough angled shot. That one stick to the side and then cleared all the way down where Goldberg will lay it off and set it up. Pass up the middle, picked off. Atwater follows it up and chips it in. Flyers with another easy clear all the way down. As Stan Kelly winds it up now. Kelly walks by one defender and charges forward. Kelly works by another, and they smart play there as it's covered up by Cook. 1:08 left in the penalty time to Willis. 12:55 left in the second period.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot.
As the Hurricanes trying to take firm control of this game if they can put a goal on the board here. Garofalo wins that draw, but unable to work by the last line of defense as Jablonski will send it all the way back down. Teed up there for Colton Gamble. Gamble banks one ahead. And it works into the middle to Garofalo. Here comes Garofalo again, but this time offsides. Gonna stop that one.
Hot. Super shot. I'm coming in.
So 12:33 now left as this faceoff comes outside the Flyer zone.
Yeah.
That one won by the Hurricanes, but eventually pushed all the way back down, so we'll have to begin the rush once again. That one off of Garofalo's arm and towards Magavro, but it got knocked around and has to be regrouped once again in their own end by the Hurricanes. Grossman spins away. Ty Grossman saunters up ice now. Works by one defender all the way into the corner. Centering pass in front, and somehow, some way, Hook kept it out. A deflection right on the doorstep. I believe it was Ivan Seablom, who already has a goal that was waiting there for it, got a piece of it, and just couldn't redirect it past Cook. So just 8 seconds left in the penalty time against Zach Willis. Right off the draw shot, and that one goes well wide. Flyers can't get it out of the zone yet. Penalty time expires. Pierce flips it out. It'll be settled at center ice and chipped along where Atwater takes it in stride. Atwater can't work by the Flyers defense as Willis right back out there making plays, and Louis Superior will speed up ice with it. Right up the middle, Superior trying to just go by everybody, and instead it's chipped away, and Atwater will work back up ice. Will Atwater trying to weave through defenders, ran out of real estate as Gilbride flips it back out towards center ice. Kelly couldn't escape his own end. Benetti with a chance, and it's Goldberg again with the stop. No scoring so far here in the opening minutes of this second period. A 3-1 lead in favor of the Hurricanes is still where we stand. Zavranek wins the draw right in front. And it doesn't get much easier than that. Joe Labby taps it in to make it 3-2. And Tyler Savranek did all the heavy lifting on that one. Won the face-off going forward. Turned into a pseudo 2-on-1. And an easy tap in for Joe Labby. Now Weisenberg couldn't get a shot on goal. Battled for in the corner. Neither team gaining firm control, and now it will be the Hurricanes who spin it around. Garofalo chips it along. Magavro trying to get it out. He can't do so as it's held in by the Flyers. Now Roman Magavro will send it cross ice onto the stick of Ivan Seablom. Seablom into the middle. Works into some traffic, and dangerously so, but the Hurricanes maintain control. Sent in front, but it works off the side of the cage and out the other side. Flyers chip it out of the zone. Hurricanes with reinforcements back as it banked off the end wall onto the stick of Gamble. Gamble spins it right back to Grossman, who sends one up ice towards Magavro, but it's going to be picked off by Zavranek. Zavranek's spinning through traffic, double teamed in the corner, trying to find an outlet. Somehow maintaining control in this battle in the corner, and eventually the Hurricanes will clear it out towards center ice. Weisenberg with a Hurricane back down behind the play. Weisenberg's going to carry it in as we play on. Weisenberg with a shot, and it's frozen there by Cook. As it looks like Magavro, who was shaken up at that play, as he makes his way to the bench slowly. A little surprised they let that one play on the way they did there. Thought a stoppage could have been on the table, as Magavro was really slow to get up, but nonetheless, Flyers end up with an offensive zone draw. It's carried back out the other way after the Hurricanes win it, but only as far as center before Louis Sapiri back in. Poked away from him into the corner. Pops up in the air as the Canes will clear it out. And nearly springing a breakaway the other way, but the Flyers will scoop it up and send a long pass ahead that misses everybody, and will go for an icing with 9:04 left here in the second period. I want to remind you, today's game presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply. Since 1953, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been working hand in hand with our customers to get things done right the first time and with a high level of urgency. They believe that logistical excellence is the backbone of large-scale projects, enabling efficient execution, cost control, and risk management. Your team deserves a partner that can rise up to the challenges that undoubtedly present themselves and do so in a manner that elicits confidence in your team. Green Mountain Electric Supply, let's work together today for a better tomorrow. Flyers carry it into the zone as Zavranek falls up on it along the half wall here on the near side. And now it'll be Sapiri backhand, and it's saved by Goldberg. .38 left here in the second period. Most recent goal off the stick of Joe Labby cut this margin to 3-2 in favor of the Hurricanes. Canes control the draw. Gray trying to track it down to clear it out. Instead, the Flyers maintain offensive control. In the corner, a meeting of the minds, and it ends up with Garofalo dancing in front. Braden Garofalo picking up speed in stride. Somehow works through onside, chips it along. It hops over the stick of Gray, who has to relocate and pick it up in the corner. Garofalo behind the net draws a crowd once again. The Flyers can't clear the line. Grossman holds it in. Garofalo first one to it. squeeze it up against the boards, trying to dance out. He gets tripped up and ends up coming away with it is Savranek. Savranek with a loose puck drifting towards center ice. Eventually the Flyers are back on it. Savranek chips it ahead, and it's punched back the other way. Garofalo stopping, spinning, passing. It works all the way across, but coming all the way out of his crease to get a stick on that one was Cook. Really good heads-up play by the goalie. Zavranek dances by. Backhand pass. It sits in front and it hits the crossbar in the top corner off the stick of Malmstrom. Kane's back on the puck. Speeding forward back the other way come the Hurricanes. Grossman is in. And Grossman on the far side beats Cook. Post on one end, goal on the other. It's 4-2 Hurricanes. And after that one, we'll have goalie changes coming on both sides, which we'll get to you in a moment. Flyers right back with another chance, and that backhand try misses up over the top. Hurricanes' new goalie is Noah Debkowski, as he steps in there for Goldberg. And the Flyers' new goalie is going to be Aaron Kajewski, I believe. As a big collision at center ice. And that shot from Superior goes wide. Pierce in the corner, battling for possession. It rides the wall out to the point where Willis fires one in. Not going to make it on goal. And it's banked out towards center ice. And doesn't look like it's going to have the legs for icing. Hurricanes with Atwater trying to steal a possession. And they will, at least momentarily. Gilbride will finally feather it out to the other end. It won't go for an icing as it's on goal, and instead it will just be covered up there by Debkowski. So Cook for Kajowski on the Flyer side. Debkowski for Goldberg for the Hurricanes. It's 4-2 Canes in front right now. 6:06 left in this second period after Grossman's goal extended the lead. Now Colton Gamble banks one off the wall and out towards center ice, where it's played there by Jablonski. He has to spin and fire one ahead. Up for grabs at center ice. Hurricanes just can't get back on side as Ivan Seablom got caught a little overzealous. Shots evened up at 17 now. Face-off controlled by the Hurricanes, but quickly turned back over. Flyers will dump and give chase with Weisenberg. Weisenberg chops one along. And spinning behind the net was Malmstrom. He lost control of the puck. It gets chipped along to Roman Magavro. Magavro turns it over. Malmstrom gives it right back. Both teams trading possessions in the Hurricane zone, and somehow the Flyers keep it in. Weisenberg spinning on a stop. Floats one into the slots, chipped along, and followed up there by Labby. Labby into the middle, still up for grabs, right in the slot, and it's frozen there by Debkowski. So Debkowski being tested quickly. And he answers the bell that time around. Offensive zone draw coming here for the Flyers. And the Hurricanes emerge with control, at least for a moment. Pierce ends up saucing one into the corner that misses wide. Still held in at the line by the Flyers. Into the middle, crowded area, and instead it's going to be Atwater racing the other way. Will Atwater gets by everybody, one-on-one with the goalie, and the save made by Kajowski. So both goalies off the bench tested quickly and come up with big-time stops, as that one will go down for an ice. 4:32 left in the second period, which is brought to you today by Sadia Hockey. Sadia Hockey is the advanced training division of New Edge Hockey Development Academy and offers the highest level of player development available in the state of New York. NEHDA and Sadia Hockey have been voted the #1 academy in New York for 8 straight years. For more information, check them out online, trainbetterplaybetter.com. Hurricanes leading 4-2 as they wind it up here at water, chips it out towards center. Jablonski has a little trouble with it, sends it out at water, plays it in on a delayed offsides. Finally aware of it, he'll have to back off and give some space as Zavranek charges back in for the Flyer, trying to go right up the middle, knocked away from him at water, nearly free again as he comes powering back the other way. Puck loose, up for grabs, and eventually it'll work its way right out into the center. And with a great move, Cage Corcoran misses high and wide. Zavranek now as the Flyers come back 3-on-2. Long shot is gloved down by Debkowski. In the corner, it's chipped along by Malmstrom. And the Hurricanes regain control and send it out towards center ice. Cage Corcoran muscled off the puck. Right in front, Labia one-timer, save made by Debkowski. The rebound try, Debkowski steps into it and knocks it away, and then a long pass ahead. Misses everybody as Magavro tried to sneak behind the defense, and he'll go for an icing. Face-off controlled by the Hurricanes. Magavro sets it up in stride for Garofolo. He splits two, gets taken out, tumbling on the ice, and nothing going to be called out of that sequence as the Canes keep it in at the line. Flyers can't get it out. Taken away once again. Right in front, Garofalo! And it's stonewalled in tight by Kajowski. Sapiri back the other way. Has Pierce with him. Opts to take a wide-angle shot. That misses wide, and Willis will keep it at the point. He pushes it along into the corner. Nobody home for the Flyers. It'll be chipped back out towards center ice. Pierce walks right back in with it. Michael Pierce dances outside, drops it back. It's chipped along. Garofalo nearly took it away, and now the Hurricanes will have it. Garofalo just trying to push it outside the blue line and a little deeper into the other end, and he does just that before the Flyers start back with Willis. Errant pass there. Gamble takes it away. Here comes Colton Gamble up the middle. Dancing into the outside, back into the middle. Backhand, runs into a wall. It's still up for grabs in the slot, and Gamble eventually springs the rush the other way for Pierce. Here come the Flyers 2-on-1. Pierce outside. Great work defensively there by Grossman to not give him much room to shoot. Garofalo chips it out back towards center as both teams in the midst of changes in the final minute and a half of period number 2. Right up the middle, here comes Zavranek. Drops it off Superior with a shot. That one deflects high and wide. Weisenberg settles the rebound down in the corner. Into the slot. Malmstrom with a try. Save made there by Debkowski. Superior one-timer, and Debkowski sucks down another. .105 left in the second period. It's still 4-2. Hurricanes in front. Flyers now with more shots, 24-20. But the combination of Goldberg and Debkowski have done their jobs between the pipes so far. Malmstrom pushes one in front. Debkowski will grab it and jump on top of it to secure a stoppage. So another offensive zone draw here for the Flyers. Zafransky wins it. Weisenberg, one-time try, couldn't get it cleanly on goal. Atwater plays it back ahead the other way. Flyers defender hits the deck and then incidental collision. They're going to say it's a penalty coming up against the Flyers. It was tough to tell if that was really a purposeful move there by Rory Shells, but he will sit for 2 nonetheless after he spilled out there trying to backpedal the work back defensively and gets whistled for the interference minor. So Hurricanes back on the power play, 46.6 seconds left in the period, so the power play will work into the third if they're unable to score here. Atwater in the slot, forced out wide, and then flips one up over the top. Right in the stick of Superior, flips it out to center ice, where Weisenberg will push it back the other way. Zavranek up near the penalty box, whips it into the zone, where it'll be settled behind the cage by Debkowski. Final 20 seconds here in the second period. Hurricanes looking for one more push. Atwater gets it into the zone, dances in the middle, but turns it over, and Safranek splits everybody for a 2-on-0 shorthand chance. Safranek on the backhand forehand save made. Debkowski again. Canes now in the final 5 seconds. Now 3, 2, one more shot, and it goes high and wide to take us to the end of period number 2. Hurricanes still on top. 4-2 they lead over the Flyers. Third period coming up here on Rock Sports Network.
For over 65 years, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been providing New England and New York with quality electrical products and solutions. This is the result of our founder, Earl Labor, and his vision to help the local farming industry, as well as providing a future for his family. Between our fantastic logistics system, extensive stock that has everything you need, stellar customer service that can solve your problems, speedy delivery that gets what you need to where you need it, knowledgeable staff that can answer your questions, and a large network of resources, it's no surprise that here at Green Mountain Electric Supply, we pride ourselves on serving the customer's needs.
Back here for the third period of action between the Hurricanes and the Flyers. 2025 Youth NHL Experience League 11-12 Division Stanley Cup Championship game presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply here on Rock Sports Network. Whether you're tuned in on YouTube or Facebook, we appreciate you tuning in with us here this afternoon. That pass feathered up the boards to Seabaum, but he is shut down right at the line. Still some time left on the Hurricanes' power play, and you got to think the next goal, whoever scores it, is going to go a long way to determining how this game plays out here, whether it's a 3-goal lead or potentially a 1-goal game again. Flyers avoid disaster there as Superior carries it out of the zone. Cross ice pass. Weisenberg fires, and that one stick to the side by Debkowski. Noah Debkowski been excellent since coming on for the Flyers, or excuse me, for the Hurricanes in goal, in stonewalling the Flyers' attack here so far. And another chance in tight. Debkowski able to make another big save. At the point, that one just ends up in the slot, and Labby misses wide. Grossman able to muscle it ahead. It's squeaking out towards Magavro, who gets rolled over at center ice. And now here come the Flyers with numbers the other way. That shot deflects into the corner and then stick behind the net by Debkowski. Hurricanes start back the other way. As chopping along at it, Atwater as well as Norman. And eventually a big slap shot that is guided into the corner by Debkowski, who settles it there for Stan Kelly. Backhanded out towards center ice before it's twirled right back in by the Flyers. Kelly works with it here. He splits a couple of defenders, but then lost control of the puck as the Flyers will chip it in to the zone once again. Benetti gives chase. It's held in at the line there, and then a big body check once again. We got a glove loose now on the ice as Labby fires one, and it will be stonewalled again by Debkowski.
Hey, this
12:34 to go here in period number 3. I want to once again thank our sponsors, Simcono Electronics, Sadia Hockey, Green Mountain Electric Supply. If you're not following Rock Sports Network on Facebook, make sure you do so. You'll see today's post-game interviews with all of our Green Mountain Electric Supply players of the game. As Zavranik, somehow, some way, it found its way into the back of the net. There is that next goal. It comes for the Flyers to make it 4-3. As it just kind of got kicked around in front. And Debkowski never really had a chance at that one. And it felt like that was going to be the kind of goal you were going to have to beat him with. So Zavranik is going to be credited with goal number 2, I believe. We'll wait for the official ruling to make it a 4-3 game. He comes charging in once again. Zavranik goes by everybody, but he can't beat Debkowski up over the top. On the near side corner, possession battled for there. Hurricanes emerge with it. Long pass up ahead, and it's intercepted and held in at the line by Jablonski, who banks it along the wall. Centering pass goes right through the crease and out the other side. Then it's chipped out towards center ice, where the Hurricanes may have a chance. Seablom tries to pull it onto his backhand, has it knocked off his stick by Jablonski. In the corners of Vranek chips it along the boards and then puts on the brakes as he reverses sides towards Jablonski. Gilbride lays it off there. Hurricane player lost his stick. And now Jablonski chipped along, set up there for Labby, who couldn't get a clean shot in. Now Labby, another try, hits the side of the net, still loose in front. Gilbride can't corral it. It's chopped down along the far ward. Hurricanes just trying to get it out. Labby maintaining control, looking for options. Fires one that has to be blockered away there by Debkowski again. Centering pass, and that one's pushed right back out, but still held in at the line by the Flyers. Sapiri dancing in, had it knocked off his stick. And now the Hurricanes have a rush the other way. 2-on-1, but tired legs. Atwater sends it a pass. We're trying to go back across the green to Atwater, and that saucer did not make its way through as we're under 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Hurricanes back with possession, trying to just bully his way right up the middle there was Corcoran. Now pass in front and body sprawling all into the crease before it's frozen by Kudzowski. .32 left here in the third period. Hurricanes leading 4-3. We want to remind you today presented by Green Mountain Electric Supply, providing services and solutions you need to carry your business forward, from leading the charge as a resource for electric vehicle supply equipment, and partnering with best-in-class suppliers, to investing in robust e-commerce solutions and a team of experts ready to support you with professionalism and a sense of urgency. GMES has been your trusted source for service for over 70 years. Kelly will secure the puck at center ice and quickly spin it back into the Flyer zone. It'll be played there and chipped out towards center ice. Gilbride tried to carry it away. Instead, Malmstrom just pushes it along onto the waiting stick of Stan Kelly. Hurricanes wind it up to go back the other way. Dumped in just prior to the red line, so that'll go for an icing against the Hurricanes. A mistake there, which will result in a Flyers offensive zone draw. Shots 31-22 now in favor of the Flyers. Well, they're looking for the one that can potentially tie this game. Face-off controlled there by Norman. And the Hurricanes send it all the way down where it will have to be covered up by Kajowski as Atwater was lurking in the neighborhood, ready to pounce for a scoring opportunity. Offensive zone draw here for the Hurricanes. In the corner, it's controlled by the Flyers. Weisenberg can't guide it all the way out, but eventually it does eke its way out of the zone as the Flyers start back the other way. Savranek as Weisenberg hits the deck, and that is going to result in an offsides against the Flyers. As Weisenberg tumbled into the zone early. Face-off won again by Savranek. He banks it into the zone over the stick of Gamble, who has to regain control back behind his net. Battled for there along the board, and Weisenberg now with it for the Flyers. Savranek splits a couple of defenders, but then runs into traffic before Gamble retrieves it in his own end. He sends the pass across to Magavro, who's passing in the middle, was to nobody in particular, and ends up turned over. Savranek, and again, drops it back, but it misses everybody and hits Magavro now in stride the other way for the Hurricanes. Magavro trying to work behind the reaching stick of Jablonski, centering pass, and it's just punched back out into the corner by Shells. Weisenberg carries it the other way for the Flyers. Takes it into the zone. Dances by a defender onto the backhand and just couldn't sneak it past Debkowski. Puck loose in the corner, up for grabs on the far side as multiple players from both teams inch in there. And the Flyers eventually emerge with possession, and Debkowski shoulders that one high and wide and then secures the rebound try from Benetti. .818 left in the third period. 2025 Youth NHL Experience League Stanley Cup Championship game in the 11-12 division. And right off the draw, Labby's chances set into the corner. Another good save by Debkowski. That try pops up into the air up over the top of the cage. And now Pierce. Rolling puck, and he just tries to center it and unable to do so. Hurricanes trying to get out. No look pass out towards center ice. And here comes Atwater. Atwater dancing down low, had it knocked off his stick. Able to muscle it back, working right on the goal line, trying to center it, and eventually it works its way back out as the Flyers come back the other way with Pierce. Pierce will carry it all the way around before he punches it around the goal. Benetti couldn't get to it as the Hurricanes race back the other way. Right up the middle they try to go, but it's Louis Sapiri who ends up with the puck. Here come the Flyers now back the other way. Benetti works outside. Benetti with a shot. Save made by Debkowski. Rebound ends up right in front, and then the backhand stuff attempt is secured again by Debkowski. Noah Debkowski has been called upon in a big way here in this game, and he has delivered. 36 shots now for the Flyers, but they still find themselves trailing on the scoreboard. Offensive zone draw here for the Flyers. Zavranek wins it back to Weisenberg. Can't get a shot away cleanly. Now Zavranek with a shot, and that deflects up into the netting behind the goal. So we'll do it again as the Hurricanes get some late line changes onto the ice. Not a lot of players at disposal of the Hurricanes, so certainly anytime you get an opportunity to maybe get some fresh legs out there, you're going to take advantage. Centering pass is deflected back out to the point. Slap shot attempt there from Jablonski is blocked. The wrister follow-up doesn't make its way through as the Hurricanes standing tall defensively, blocking several shots there. Garofalo chips it ahead, and at center ice, Savranek gets taken out. Weisenberg spinning away with it. Weisenberg with a try right into the chest of Debkowski, who secures it there. Hurricanes trying to get to 11-0-1 en route to winning the championship today. The Flyers trying to pull off back-to-back upset wins here in this championship tournament. As that one backhanded around where Magavro will retrieve it and work up ice. He sends one ahead to Milholland, who gets taken out at center ice. Magavro chips it along the wall. And then Louis Sapiri with a great little stop and go to spring the Flyers rush. That puck ended up in the skates there as he tried to come in of Benetti. Now it's just chipped along right at the line and held in there by the Flyers. Sapiri with a try. Debkowski again with the save. Retrieved and bouncing puck out in front, and it just drifts wide. Held in again at the line. Sapiri dances out wide with a chance. Debkowski makes another save. Wraparound attempt got stopped. The Hurricanes finally clear the zone, as it'll work all the way back down where the Flyers will have to retrieve it and restart the breakout as we approach the final 5 minutes of this third period. Pierce fakes and able to get onto it. Chipped along into the half wall. Pierce with a shot. That misses well wide into the near side corner, and on the run, the Hurricanes able to carry it out. Ends up on the stick of Garofalo with some speed, breaking in front, and a save made there by Kajowski. Flyers clear the line. It's chipped right back in on a delayed offside. Still a delayed offsides for the Hurricanes. Atwater finally realizes it, and he'll have to reset back out. So plenty of time for the Flyers to work ahead, and they take advantage of it. They carry it into the zone, and offsides called at the line there to stop that rush. 4.5 to go here in the third period. Savranek wins another draw for the Flyers. Spins and accelerates up the middle with another chance. And once again, Debkowski able to shoulder that one down. Held in at the line. Savranek gets blasted there by Garofalo. And eventually the puck squirts out of the zone. Racing back to retrieve that one is Weisenberg. And he's able to work onto it and then saute it behind the net. And it's poked out of the zone as Grossman can't hold the line. He just has to chip it back in where Kajewski settles it for Jablonski. Jablonski has it taken off his stick by Garofalo. Now Weisenberg, his pass intercepted and covered up by Kajewski. Offensive zone draw here for the Hurricanes, and they control a chance in front, and that one goes right through the crease and back out to the point. Kelly tried to fire one in front, deflected out The lead pass ahead for Labby is too far for him as the Flyers turn it over and see it sent back into their zone. Zach Willis. Louis Sapiri, long two-line pass, finds the waiting stick of Gilbride. Brody Gilbride in the slot, a chance, and that one never reached Debkowski. Sapiri with a slap shot, and once again, Debkowski eats it up. 42 shots now for the Flyers, who are throwing everything they have here in the final period of this game, trying to rally a comeback. That one off the draw, just a little backhand try, and it ends up being covered up by Debkowski. So we'll do it again from the same spot. This time, Hurricanes control it, can't clear the line. Slap shot try once again, and once again, Debkowski right there to secure it. Got to think the Flyers are going to just have to get some bodies in front of Debkowski, make life a little more difficult for him if they want to find a way to beat him. The only goal he has surrendered was off that weird deflection back in the second period. Other than that, he has been sharp. That one turned over, a chance in tight, and Kajowski makes the save. .228 left in the third. Our final championship game of the day. One more team set to hoist the Stanley Cup here this afternoon. The Flyers clear the zone as Grossman will settle it for the Hurricanes. Ty Grossman, D to Gamble. And it's banked ahead for a lead for Atwater. Atwater backhands one across, but it never got through. Great work defensively by Jablonski. Held in by the Hurricanes. A tough angle shot there. And Norman was denied. Flyers trying to clear. High stick. Will play on as the Hurricanes end up with possession. Squirts out into the slot. And now the Flyers will skate away with it. Safranek. Whisks into the corner. Stopping along the half wall. Looking for options. Can't find an outlet as the Canes clear it all the way back down. Will it have the legs? Yes, it will for an icing. Keep an eye on Kajowski and goal for the Flyers and whether or not he'll be coming out. And we'll find out probably out of this timeout that the Flyers are calling here with 1:28 to play in the third. We got a good finish brewing. Don't go anywhere here on Rock Sports Network.
For over 65 years, Green Mountain Electric Supply has been providing New England and New York with quality electrical products and solutions. This is the result of our founder, Earl Labor, and his vision to help the local farming industry, as well as providing a future for his family. Between our fantastic logistics system, extensive stock that has everything you need, stellar customer service that can solve your problems, speedy delivery that gets what you need to where you need it, knowledgeable staff that can answer your questions, and a large network of resources, it's no surprise that here at Green Mountain Electric Supply, we pride ourselves on serving the customer's needs.
Back at Cornerstone Arena, 4-3, Hurricanes lead the Flyers here in our third period of our final game of the day here in the 2025 Youth NHL Experience League Stanley Cup Championships. The net is empty. Out of the timeout for the Flyers as they are throwing everything they have left here in the final stages of this game. Garofalo's clearing attempt hits his teammate, and so it's held in by the Flyers. Safranek chips it into the corner. Bonetti couldn't secure it. Clearing attempt will work out as far as Sapiri, who grabs it for the Flyers. He plays one right up the middle dangerously. It's loose up for grabs. And eventually it's sent towards the open net for a goal! And for the dagger! Atwater had just enough behind it. It finds the vacated cage, and it's 5-3 Hurricane. Quickly sent right back into the zone by the Hurricanes, and quickly back on it is Norman. Sends it back down towards Atwater as we're under 40 seconds left in this game. The Hurricanes in firm control despite being outshot by 17 shots in this game. Jablonski flips it out towards center. Loose puck. Chipped around and back the other way come the Canes again. Atwater to Norman, and a great save there by Kajowski. But as the final seconds tick away, the Hurricanes are your Stanley Cup champions here in the 11-12 division. Maybe the most subdued celebration of the day for any of these championship winning teams, as the Hurricanes take care of business. They win at 5-3, and hopefully lots of hugs for their goalie, Noah Debkowski, who survived an onslaught of shots here today to help the Hurricanes secure the victory, and the goal from Atwater into the empty net eventually puts the game away. That's going to do it for us here this afternoon. Presentation of the trophy and all of the post-game awards coming up. But for all of us here at Rock Sports Network, Mike Rose signing off. Appreciate you joining us here tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, as the Hurricanes win the 11-12 Division Stanley Cup Championship.
Player of the game for the Flyers, number 98, Vance Weisenberg. The Green Mountain Electric Supply Player of the game for the Hurricanes, the goaltender, Noah Debkowski. Number 25. Noah will be interviewed by Rock Sport Network following the award ceremony. I'm going to announce the Flyers players when you come up to receive your awards. Number 1, Louis Sapierre. Number 11, Landon Jablonski. Number 16, Rory Shields. Number 17, Brody Gilbride. Number 18, Zach Willis. Number 19, Michael Pierce. Number 27, Jaden Bonatati. Number 29, Aaron Kujawa. Number 30, Liam Cook. Number 35, Colton Malmstrom. Number 97, Joe Labby. Number 98, Vance Weisenberg. Number 5, Tyler Safranek. The head coach, Chris Chappelle, and assistant coach, Brian Gilbert. And Richie Shields. And now for the champions, the Hurricanes, number 4, Camden Milholland. Number 8, Colton Gamble. Number 9, Stan Kelly. Number 12, Ty Grossman. Number 16, Ivan Seablum. Number 17, Braden Garofolo. Number 21, Roman McGovern. Number 25, Noah Depkowski. Number 55, Blake Goldberg. Number 85, Will Atwater. Number 88, Paige Corcoran. Number 89, Noah Gray. And number 3, Bryce Norman. And head coaches, Dave Garafello and Ron Goldberg.
Great games. Oh, yeah. Oh, where they ended here.
Projects on the line, you can't afford can't. That's why Simcona customers have been loyal for over 60 years, because we don't believe in can't. Thanks to the power of our world-class supply network, we have access to high demand and rare materials. So whether you're looking for that long lead time part or shopping for the best custom control panels, Simcona is your trusted partner in overcoming any component sourcing, panel manufacturing, or inventory management challenges. So let's get started. Ready to see your project come to life? Visit our website to get in touch with our team today.